So guys, welcome back again to my life. Today we'll be talking on a lot of gist, especially against tomorrow, because tomorrow is the due day for the protest. Tomorrow is the due day for a lot of states in Nigeria. Because right now IPOBs have taken over tomorrow, saying that nothing like celebration should be heard or seen in the southeast. And I think I even agree with them because I don't say anything to be celebrated that tomorrow. You see the hunger, poverty, unemployment, name them. That means nothing should be celebrated in that southeast tomorrow. And they've also warned the government. In fact, this video is going to be more of IPOBs. But before we get to that, let's talk about tomorrow. That is the Independence Day, where Nigerians will be celebrating their 64 years. So they're asking 64 years on, okay, 64 years on. Nigeria grapples with unemployment, soaring inflation, poverty, and rising debt. So they're not asking, um, is it the poverty we are going to celebrate tomorrow? Is it the hunger we are going to celebrate tomorrow? Is it the unemployment? Is it the hardship? Name it. That means nothing is worth celebrating that tomorrow. So the IPOB have even come out to warn the Southeasterners that nobody should celebrate anything tomorrow. That once they see you celebrating or holding a ceremony, that you will be held accountable for that. So that's what they are telling the IPO, the Southeasterners, that they should not be seen anywhere close to celebration of anything independence tomorrow. That we are not Nigerians. That's what we are saying. We'll get to that later. But I want to talk on this issue of celebration tomorrow because Nigeria is about to celebrate its 64 independence anniversary in October 1st. As the country marks a significant milestone, this report takes a look at where it stands in terms of employment. So, according to the National Bureau of Statistics, Nigeria's unemployment rate was 5.3% in the first quarter of this year. However, a closer look at the data reveals that 26.8% of the working age population is unemployed, which is concerning. 26.8% of working age population are unemployed, but yet the government wants us to celebrate tomorrow as celebrating their 64 years of independence. What are we celebrating? So some key highlights from the this year labor force survey show that they are the country which is this country, this our country Nigeria, that it had a total labor force of 116.6 million people by the end of 2023, with 81.15 million unemployed, 84.15 unemployed. So the underemployment rate stood at 10.9% in the first quarter of this year, indicating that many workers are engaged in low-paying or part-time jobs. Could you imagine? In fact, I think everybody in Nigeria now are low paid because there's no way to tell that they pay 70K and you're happy because 70K itself is even low paid because compared to the current economic situation of this country, you see that this 70K minimum wage is also low paid. So also 14.4% of young Nigerians are not in education. Hi, 14.4% young Nigerians are not in education, employment, or training, which raises concern about the country's future workspace. Can you imagine a country like Nigeria where there is no like where a whole 14.4% are not in education, are not in employment or training. So the unemployment rates vary significantly across states, with Abia recording the highest rate at 18.7%, and Nasarawa the lowest at 0.5 as of the end of last year. So these statistics provide valuable insights in Nigerian employment landscape as it celebrates its 64th anniversary. So ask yourself this question: is there anything worth celebrating in Nigeria? Is a question that we need to answer by ourselves. Because to me, I don't see anything that is worth celebrating in the current Nigeria. So Nigeria is grappling with pressing economic issues as it approaches its 64th independence anniversary. So the National Bureau of Statistics reported that 130 million people are multidimensionally poor. 133 million people are multidimensionally poor, with a staggering 65% residing in northern Nigeria. Like I keep on saying it. If you check the rate of poor people in Nigeria, or people that are suffering, it's from the north. They are so suffering to the extent that nothing is working in their life. They are so suffering that they are the ones crying for this protest because they know that they are the ones hungry, suffering. The government are not doing anything better in the north. The government are not doing anything to better their lives. So you can imagine that 65% of the poor people in Nigeria is residing in the northern side of Nigeria. That's Kaduna, Kanu. So the country's debt situation is equally concerning. As of the first quarter of this year, Nigeria debt portfolio ballooned to 121 trillion, a significant increase from 87.9 trillion in September last year. So that means this country are just based on OE, based on debt. And it's not like they don't have money. Oh. They have money to be renovating toilets. They have money to be buying private jets. They have money to buy SUVs for the senators. But here we are grappling in debt. So the internal debt servicing has also surged, reaching $2.7 billion in the first 7 months of this year. So we're not busy owing, and our government are busy enjoying. So Nigeria's external debt has been on rise with a reported of 41.6 billion in 2022, representing an increase from the 38.3 billion posted in 2021. So the country's debt service on external debt totaled 5.5 billion in 2020. So these economic challenges, then ask yourself, is there anything worth uh, um, celebrating in Nigeria? Dollar averaged 772 naira in September last year, but now is around 1,700 as of today. As I checked it, is around 1,700 naira one. That means it increased more than 100%. Then tell me what we are celebrating in Nigeria. Tell me what is worth celebrating here in our country where everything is on the increase. Everything is on the increase in our country. Everything is on the increase. Dollars of last year was 7 naira, now it's around 1 7. And now again, Nigeria's security agency meets then consider shutting down airports over October 1 national protest. So they're trying everything possible to frustrate that protest. Then I ask myself, are these people not among those suffering? And it is the policemen that want to protest that the government are not paying them. But still, they are planning on how to shut down that protest. And that they are telling that the country can get better. I don't think it's possible. So let's dive into the main thing we have today, which is the IPOBs. They vow to resist alleged plans by Nigeria government to open rehabilitation camps for repentant Boko Haram terrorists in Imo State. And then you tell me that these people that have plans. They have plans, so the government have plans. Because that know you tell me that you are planning to bring in repentant Boko Haram to the southeast. For what? For what reason? We have where they go. So the IPOBs have warned them, saying that no, that they will not tolerate that rubbish because that is a way of bringing more insecurities to Southeast because Southeast have suffered enough insecurities, and then bringing them in is more. So the IPOBs have rejected the Nigerian government plan to establish an internally displaced person as the IDP rehabilitation and skill acquisition center in Ehime Mbano. So the plan is to bring this rehabilitation center in Ehime Mbano so that they for skills and acquisition for the repentant Boko Haram. Could you imagine that rubbish? Eh? That's our government plan. Oh. So the IPOB, which made this known on Monday, which is today, in a statement issued by its media and policy secretary Emma Powerful, accused the Nigerian government of plans to dispose people of the communities of their ancestral lands and heritage, saying it will not work. Because there's no way on earth you think that the government don't have plan. How can they wake up one morning and decide to bring down Boko Haram into Nigeria, into the eastern side, all in the name of rehabilitation center, and they even call them the better Boko Haram? A thief is a thief, a killer is a killer. So there's no way you can tell me that they are repentant, that they are repentant Boko Haram, and then you now send them back down to that east. They have plans, so, and their IPOB are working up. They say their plans will never work. So powerful said they have tried all forms of land grabbing techniques with different names as Ruga. All these are all failed. Now they want to import so-called displaced persons from northern Nigeria a distance of thousands of kilometers away from the locality and homeland into Imo State. I tell me that they don't have plan. They have plan now. So these people never set up skill and program for the millions of jobs. Okay, watch now. To tell that the government have plan, they have this is all targeted to fortune the Igbos. Watch now. So these governments have never set up any skill program for the Nigerian jobless, but they are constantly bringing Boko Haram soldiers in the southeast in the name of skill acquisition of IDPs. Do you see that this government? I don't know. This government cannot lie. Like they cannot hide their how do I put it now? They cannot hide their evil plots because we know that this country is suffering and the government have never organized a skill program for the youth. But they are saying that they want to bring in Boko Haram to the southeast so that they can arrange a skill program for them. Make it make sense now. So according to him, the Directorate of State of the IDP of the IPOB want to inform the Nigerian government and hopefully government that we are aware of the real intention of this so-called IPOB Rehabilitation Center in Imo State. And don't forget that yesterday I told you guys that Hope, no, also today, yes, that Hope Egbema was supposed to be among those that helped in the arrest and kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu. And now again, the government are bringing Boko Haram to his state. Don't you think that he agreed for that to happen? Or don't you think that he might have been brought up that suggestion? Because the main issue of Nigeria is our leaders. They are the main issue of Nigeria. So Hope Uzodinma was exposed on Saturday that he was among those that helped the government to arrest Nnamdi Kanu. And now again, the government are trying to bring in Boko Haram into his own state. Don't you think this is linked? It is linked. So Hope Uzodinma should be careful of what he's doing in that state, or in the name of power, or in the name of political career. So powerful sage. Okay, powerful who found that people of ancestral age will never allow such a wicked act to go on in our land. So he said that the United Nations is fully aware of the persecution, the intimidation the Igbo are facing in the hands of the Nigeria and their government. So he said that the UN, that is the United Nations, knows that Nigeria has not established or encouraged any infrastructural or institutional agreement in Igbo except prison and military installations. So according to him, there is no federal government presence in the southeast. So we can allow the IDP training camp for training of the Fulani, that is Boko Haram, to stand in our territory. So the IDP are saying no, that will not work. They're saying no to any plan of the government because this is a plan. They are planning to what I put it now. They are planning to bring in Boko Haram. They are trying to bring in Boko Haram into the southeast, and then the land tempting, they are trying to give them an a skill program. Make it make sense because these things are planned, and the government doesn't know how to run things because it has been exposed as who because have a link to the issue we have in this country. This southeast. So Egbema have been exposed to be among those that helped the government to arrest Nnamdi Kanu. And now again, the government are trying to bring in Boko Haram into its own state. And till today, they have not made any statement against that, which means that he is also in in accordance with that, in the agreement with that. So the UN never established any protest in Igbo. But now they agreed to bring an IDP camp to Imo State. We are making it precisely clear that it will not be accepted nor will it work. The IPOBs, the Igbo land should wake up. These federal governments have plans to destroy the Igbo. They have plans to make Igbo useless and insecure. So everybody in Igbo land should wake up, wake up, wake up. So the project of the Nigerian government is to commit mass murder of innocent northern children in the IDP camp, and then turn around and as always to point accusing finger to the IPOBs in order to blackmail our genuine cause for the liberation of our land and people and turn international outrage against the Biafra struggle. So the government have plans to murder some innocent children in the north, in the IDPs, and then now point fingers to the Igbos because we, all the government always points accusing fingers to Igbos. I posted a video in the morning how the Igbos were always betrayed, tortured in the 1996. So that means it started since then till now. The Igbos have always pointed accusing fingers. Check what happened during the NSAS protest, where they targeted that Igbos were the one that want to destroy Nigeria. That the Igbos were among those that that sponsored that protest. While we all that everybody in Nigeria agreed that that protest will go, and now at the end they targeted it to the Igbos. That the Igbos were the ones that planned that protest. That's why the Igbos did not join in that August protest. And tomorrow again the protest, I don't think the Igbos will join because at the end of the day, they'll keep on pointing fingers at the Igbos. That the Igbos are the main problem of that protest. That the Igbos want to kill Nigeria. And then this government is just trying everything possible to frustrate Biafra agitation. So they are trying everything possible so that Biafra will not come. So this is imperative that we raise this alarm ahead of this project to avoid the evil agenda from happening and for the sake of history because these governments are planning so bad for the Easterners. So we are warning the Imo state government to stop being a stooge for the federal government because we all have seen that Oklahoma is the loophole where the government enters southeast. Oklahoma and the late Ifanyoba because those two were among those that was exposed to be the complicit or they are supposed to be among those that help the federal government to arrest Nnamdi Kanu. That means they are complicit. They are the ones that the government are using to enter Igbo land. So they're warning people that you should be careful because this is get out of hand. You keep on being the the road whereby the government enters Igbo land to do their plots. Because there's no reason that Hope Uzodinma is not aware of this plan or he have not been contacted of this plan. It's not possible to tell me that. And lastly, before we go, this is very serious. The IPOB announces ban of Independence Day tomorrow. So they stopped it. They stopped it. They say that nobody should celebrate anything in the southeast. That it is prohibited in Igbo land that we are not Nigerian. That's what they say. That anything celebration should cease in Igbo land. Nobody should celebrate anything in Igbo land. Like if you are still celebrating in Igbo land, that means you became a stranger. And we all know what it means to be a stranger in Igbo land. That means you are against Igbo. So they want that there should be no celebration. That everybody should go along with their day-to-day activities. That everybody should go onto their day-to-day activities. That nobody should celebrate anything tomorrow. And I think the Igbo should learn that the government doesn't care about us. So, and we all should know that there's nothing to celebrate in this so-called Nigeria. Nothing, not even one thing is meant to be celebrated in Nigeria. And let's see how tomorrow goes because tomorrow is the protest. The day for the protest is tomorrow. And tomorrow, in fact, tomorrow has a lot of activities. One is the Independence Day and protest. And then two things that happen that day the protest is going on, and then the third lady is launching her first Unity fabrics to be worn that day. In the midst of hunger and hardship, she's launching fabrics to be worn that day. Did that not show you an insane country? Meanwhile, guys, hope you stay active tomorrow on my channel because I'll give you guys every little happening in Nigeria tomorrow because tomorrow is going to be a hot day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned, guys.